Okay, student, today we will do mathematics of standard 8. Okay, student, so in mathematics we will do chapter number 3, that is indices and cube root. So before beginning the chapter, let's recall something about indices. Okay, so student, in your standard 7 you have already learned about the indices. Okay, so let's do a quick recall of the indices. Okay, so in earlier standards we have learned about indices and laws of indices. The product 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 can be expressed as 2 raised to or 2 power 5. Now see here, 2 is written 5 times. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So we can also write these product form as 2 raised to 5 or 2 power 5, in which 2 is the base. Okay, this 2 is base and 5 is the index. That means these two is a base and 5 is a, which is power 5, it is called as a index. Okay, and 2 power 5 is the index form of the number. So this is a product form of the number 2 and this is a index form of this number. Okay, now let's do another example for the better understanding. Now student, here I have written something for you. Okay, let's do another example of this indices. So here I have written 3 6 times. Okay, 3 multiplied by 3 3 3 3 3. Okay, so it is total 6 times. I have written 3 in the product form, right? So these product form we can also write as 3 to the power 6, right? 3, that means 3 is a number and we have written 3 6 time in the product form. So it is a 3 power 6. So this is called as an index form, where 3 is the base and 6 is the index or power. We can also call index as a power. Okay, so this is a product form and this is a index form, where this is a base and 6 is the index or power. Now let's move further. Okay, so students, laws of indices. Now let's do the laws of indices. These are so simple. Okay, so let's do one by one. If m and n are the integers, since then now see here, the m and n are the integers. Okay, then first law of indices is a power m multiply by a to the power n, and it will be equals to a power m plus n. Now see, if the numbers are in product form, okay, these base are same. Got it, student? Base are the same, but power after power are the different. So what we will do, we will write base one time and it will, the power will be added. Okay, in the multiplication form or the product form, the power will be added, that is m plus n. Okay, now next law of indices is a to the power m divided by a to the power n, which is equals to a to the power m minus n. Now see, in first law of indices we have seen it is in a product form, that's why we have added here, but this is in the form of a division. So the base will be, we will be written one time and the power will be subtracted. Okay, that means m minus n. So where m and n are the integers. Okay, now next is next law of indices is a multiplied by b to whole the power m, right? So it will be equal to a raised to a to the power m multiplied by b to the power m. Okay, now students, here base are the different. In these two laws we have seen base are the same, but in this law base are different and power is same. So we can write it as a to the power m and b to the power m, right? A fourth law is a raised to a to the power 0 will be equals to 1. So here a to the power 0, it will be always equals to 1. Now fifth is a to the power minus m, that will be equal to 1 upon a to the power m. Now see here, it is in minus form. Okay, power or index is in minus form. So what happened, when it will be in the divisor form, it will be m plus m. Okay, minus m, so it will becomes plus m, reciprocal of it. Now question sixth is, or the sixth law of indices is a power m and the whole power n, right? This is in the product form. So what happened, base is common and the two different powers are in the product form. So we will write it at together, a to the power m n, right? Now seventh law of indices is a upon b to the power whole to power m, which will be equal to different. Here bases are different and power is same. So we will write as a to the power m upon b power m. Now last is, that is eighth law of indices is a to the power a upon b to the power minus m upon minus m, right? And it will be equal to b upon a whole power m. Now see here, in this law of indices we just have to reciprocal it. That is here a upon b, so we will do b upon a. So here it will be reciprocal, right? So minus m becomes plus m. Here you can see minus m becomes plus m. Okay, so this was the eighth law of indices, which are very simple. Now by using this law of indices, we have to solve this given examples. Now let's solve the questions. So using laws of indices, write proper number in the following boxes. Now students, here we have to do is, here see, first law of indices, right? 3 to the power 5 multiplied by 3 power 2, which will be equals to, here we can write 3 raised to 5 plus 2. Okay, I'm not writing here in the box, instead of box I'm writing here. Okay, so that you all get clearly see, you all can get clearly see. Okay, now next is 3 to the power 7 divided by 3 to the power 9. Now see here, base are same, power are different. See, in laws of second law of indices. Okay, so here what it will be, it will be 7 minus 9, and which will be equals to minus 2. Here you have to write only this, but just for simplifying I'm writing this. Okay, and question number 3 is 3 to the power 3 to the power 4 and whole power 5. It will be equal to 3. Now see here, you can see 6th law of indices, right? So here we can write as 3, 4 into 5, it will be 4 5, so it will be 20, right student? Now next is 5 to the power minus 3 will be equals to 1 upon 5. Now see here, fifth one. Okay, so here we will write minus 3 will become plus 3. Now 5 is 5 to the power 0 equals to, now see here, a to the power 0 is equals to 1, so it will be 1. Next is question number 6. 5 to the power 1 is equals to, see here, 5 to the power 1, so it will become 5 only, right? Here power is 0, that's why we have written 1, but here power is 1, so we are written as 5. Okay, now see, I am giving you one more example, like here 7. Okay, 7 will be equals to 7. Okay, 7 nothing is there, that means here 1 is there. Okay, which is equals to 7 only. Now question number 7 is 5 multiplied by 7 whole power 2 will be equals to 5 into 7. Now see here, we can see this bases are different, but the index is same. So we can write 5 to the power 2, 7 power 2, right? Now question number 8 is 5 upon 7 into raised to, or sorry, power 3. Now we can write as differently, 5 upon 7, so 5 power 3 upon 7 power 3. Now question number 9 is 5 upon 7 minus power minus 3 will be equals to, now see, we can see in question law of indices 8, right? So here a upon b power minus 7 will be, it will be reciprocal of it. So we can write as 7 upon 5. So here power will become positive, here it is negative, so we will write as plus sign. Okay, as it is reciprocal. Okay, student, let's move further in the chapter. Okay, now next is, after solving the law of indices, now we will do the meaning of numbers with rational indices. Now first of all, student, what are the rational numbers? So see, rational numbers are in the form of like this, are in the form of fractions. Like I'm giving you example of a upon b. Okay, here a upon b. So here these are the integers, right? So these are the rational numbers where a and b are the integers. Now see, meaning of the numbers when the index is a rational number of the form 1 upon n. Now 1 upon n is nothing but a rational number, right? Where n is these are the integers. Now let us see the meaning of indices in the form of rational numbers, such as, now see, we have to see the indices in the, if the indices are given in the form of a 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 5, up to 1 upon n. Now students, here I have some notes for you. Now see here, 1 upon 2 means if a number is a, okay, if the base is a, we are considering the base is a. Okay, so here we can write as a to the power a power 1 upon 2, right? This is an index in the form of a rational number. Okay, student, this is a index, and these all are the index only in the form of a rational number. So a up raised to 1 upon 3, a to a power 1 upon 5, up to a power 1 upon n. Okay, so to show the square, okay, see students, to show the square of a number, to show the square of a number, the index is written as 2. That means 2 power 2, right? So this is nothing but a index, and this is a base. So to show the square of a number, the index is written as 2, right? This written as 2. This I have given you example. Okay, and to show the square root of a number, the index is square root. Here we have to show the square, but here we have to show the square root. Students, see the difference. Square root of a number, the index is written as 1 upon 2. That means we can write as 2 to the power 1 upon 2. Okay, so for the square, the index will be 2, and for the square root, the index will be 1 upon 2, right? Now we can take one example. For example, square root of 25 can be written as under root of 25, right? So here this is a sign, this sign is called as a radical sign. Now using index, okay, using the index, we can write 25 power 1 upon 2. That means this is nothing but a square root only. Okay, therefore under root of 25 equals to 25 power 1 upon 2. Here 1 upon 2 is index, right? So in the square root, we can write it as under root of 25, 2. Here in the square root, here it will be 2, right students? Now see, let's see further. Okay, so in general, square of a can be written as, in general, square of a can be written as a square. Square of a, that means index will be 2, and square root of a will be written as like this. Okay, similarly, cube, or here we can write it as a power 1 upon 2, right? Similarly, cube of a can be written as a cube, or sorry, cube now, so it will be 1 upon 3, and cube root of a will be like this. Here it will be 3. For the square root, it will be here 2. For the cube root, it will be 3, or we can write as 1 upon cube, a raised a power 1 upon 3. Similarly, fourth root of a can be written as a power as a right. Okay, and fifth root of a can be written as like this. For suppose fourth root, here it will be 4, fifth root, here it will be 5, and cube root, it will be 3, square root, it will be 2. Now students, after solving this, let's move towards the exercise. Okay, now let's solve the practice set 3.1. Now students, here express the following in index form. Okay, so here we have to express the following numbers following numbers are given here, and we have to write these numbers in the index form. So student, let's solve the question number 1, right? So here question number 1 is fifth root of 13, right? This 13, okay, this is our base, so we can write as 13 bracket power 1 upon 5. Here it is fifth root, right? So it will be 1 upon 5. And if we have to write in this form, then we can write as like this, okay. But but here we have to write only this. This is just for your understanding, right? And next is the sixth root of 9. That means 9 will be base and index will be 6 root, so it will be 1 upon 6. Question number 3 is square root of 256. So 256 square root, since it is a square root, so it will be 1 upon 2. Or we can also write as like this. Here cube root of 17, 17 power 1 upon 3, or it can be also written as like this. Here eighth root of 100, that means it can be written as 100 is a base and 1 upon 8 is the index. Eighth root. Question number 6 is seventh root of 30. So it will be written as 30 bracket seventh root. So we can write index as 1 upon 7. Now students, let's do question number 2 of the practice set 2. Okay students, now let's look at the question number 2. Write in the form nth root of a in each of the following numbers. Now students, see, look at here. In question number 1, this nth root of a is given, right? But in question number 2 we have to write opposite. That means, yeah, the first this was given and we have to write it this form, okay. But in question number 2 this is given, we have to write it in this form. That means nth root of a. So let's solve the question number 1. So first is 81 power 1 upon 4. That means this is a base, right? And this is an index. So we can write as fourth root. This is a root, okay. Fourth root of 81. Question number 2 is 49 power 1 upon 2. So this is a base, this is the index. We can write as square root of 49. 315 power 1 upon 5. So it will be base and this is index. So we can write as fifth root of 15. Next is 512 power 1 upon 9. So it will be ninth root of 512. 5. Question number 5 is 100 power 1 upon 19. So it can be written as 19th root of 100. Last question, 6 to the power 1 upon 7. That means 7th root of 6. So these are the nth root of a number, nth root of number a, okay, where these are the bases and these forms are the index forms. I hope you all have understood practice set 3.1 well. Thank you.